All right, the first upgrade. I mean, the absolute most important thing you can do for your Glock, in my mind, is to replace the plastic guide rod that comes with the factory Glock with one of our tungsten, our super heavy tungsten guide rods. This is it right here. I mean, this is probably the most important thing you can do for accuracy, for feel, for general ergonomics, and just plain shooting of the gun, because the tungsten guide rod helps reduce recoil and makes it a softer shooter gun in your hand. So there's two things I'm talking about: recoil, how it feels, and recoil, which is the muzzle flip. So there's really kind of two animals there when you talk about recoil. How does it respond in your hand, and then the muzzle flip. Now the Glock, because it has a plastic guide rod, and the frame is plastic, because of those two things, what happens when the gun shoots and the slide comes back, all that action of that weight coming back will make the gun tip up a little bit. And even with a great grip, it's still gonna have a little bit of tip. And a lot of people who are right-handed will see the gun flip off to this way, because again, here's your holding it here, over here, you're a little bit more dominant with your right hand. Typically, we see the gun flip a little bit off to the left if you're right-handed. Right if you're left-handed, okay? So the tungsten guide rod, now get the concept here, is a dead weight under the slide and under the barrel. Because it's a dead weight, because it's not moving, it helps dampen a lot of that muzzle flip, and certainly helps the feel of how the gun feels in your hand as far as the felt recoil. Now, we make them for all different Glocks. I mean, literally, for the Glock 43, Glock 43X, Glock 48, all the way up to your Glock 17, Glock 19, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5. We make them all because it is probably, in my mind, the #1 upgrade that you can do for your Glock. And I will tell you that you're gonna see, if you watch any of the videos that we have that are associated with the tungsten guide rod in particular, you'll see people who are customers who have shot it before and after, and their group sizes go from here to here, just like that. I mean, they're shooting really, really fast, and that's what the tungsten guide rod can do for you. Because it helps reduce recoil and muzzle flip, it can tighten your groups and make you a better shooter. So if you're a competition shooter, it's an absolute must. And speaking of that, we have a couple different versions. One is the standard length, for your standard guns. For the G34, the long slide, we actually have what we call as our extended guide rod. And see how it sticks out all the way to the barrel? So that adds a little extra weight that will help reduce recoil and muzzle flip even more. So the #1 upgrade you can do for your Glock, in my opinion, is the tungsten guide rod. Let's move on.